Ladies and gentlemen of the Action Army, what is going on, and welcome to another episode of Answers for Athletes. In today's video, we have a question from Eddie Case, 1976, who says, I have a question about progressive overload and adaptation. You've said something about doing a little bit more every single time that you work out. I do say that. And the reason that I say that is because you must force adaptation in the body. You must stimulate the organism in a way that forces change. And to do that, you need to be doing more every single workout, every single set. Whether it's with plyometrics, you're trying to jump higher than last time or run faster than last time. With weights, with strength training, you're trying to move the bar a little bit faster than last time, or at least have the intent to move it faster than last time. Or you're adding one more rep, or you're adding 5 more pounds, or you're adding a variation of that exercise that is more intense. You have to stimulate the organism in a way that forces adaptation. That is the only way that you get results. But continuing on with the question, he says, I'm 47. And growing up, I always heard from different coaches and trainers about working out with the same weight until it's easy and then adding. For example, let's say I do 537 times 10 on the leg press on Monday. Would I go heavier on my very next leg day or stay at 537 until I feel it's gotten too easy and then add some weight? Can you explain the difference? Thank you. So here's what I have to say about this. Your coaches and trainers are not wrong per se, right? It's not a bad thing. It's definitely the safer route. And this is something that a lot of you don't know or didn't really put together about progressive overload. And I don't think that I mention this enough because I'm so focused. Most people don't train hard enough. Like that's really it. Most of you are doing workouts in a way that is not forcing adaptation in the body. You think you're working hard, but your body's just sitting back smiling like, man, I'm going back to bed. He ain't doing nothing that I don't already know. So I harp on doing more, training harder, progressive overloading all the time because most people don't train hard enough. But here's what I will say. That is the safer option. The safer option, and I don't mean anything by this, but at 47 years young, that might be the route that you want to go. You might want to do 537 times 10 on the leg press and do that over and over and over until it feels easy, and then progressive overload. Because progressive overloading every single workout, every single set is a more risky option when it comes to injury. If you're just doing more, you're pulling on the chain. Eventually, one of the links in the chain could break. If you're not intuitive about your body and you don't take proper deload weeks, you don't take proper deload days or back off sessions. And I do want to talk about that. That's my whole point. That's why I wanted to answer this question. I want to talk about that, but let me finish this thought first. So at 47 years young, it may be a better idea to do 537 times 10 and do that again and again and again until it feels easy and then add some weight. But you could be missing out on some gains, right? If you just do 537 times 10, your interpretation of what feels easy, in quotes, feels easy to you before you can progressive overload, you might be just going in there and doing the same thing, which is great. You're still training. You're definitely still training. It's not for nothing. But to really stimulate change, you have to do more. So where do we draw the line between your interpretation of what feels easy now and your body's, the actual organism's interpretation of, oh yeah, that's actually stimulating us in a way that forces that we need to change. We've never seen that before. Now we need to change. So doing the same thing over and over and over, your trainers and coaches, they're not necessarily wrong. It's definitely a safer route to go, but you could be missing out on some gains. Now, here's what I want to say for all of you. Progressive overload is king to results. If you don't progressive overload, you don't get results. Unless you're like a brand new athlete, then you can look at a dumbbell and you can get biceps. That's it. Like younger athletes, we all know this. You could do anything pretty much and you can get gains. But for athletes with a higher training age, you have to be progressive overloading. You have to be training in a way where you're doing more than you did last time. And there's so many different ways to progressive overload. I'm not going to get into that. But one big key mistake that I see with progressive overload is that, and this is partly my fault because I come on here all the time and I just say, do more, do more, do more, do more, do more. But you also have to be smart and you also have to be intuitive about how your body is feeling. So after you do more, do more, do more for 4, 5, 6 weeks, you have to understand when your body is tired and you have to take a deload week. You can't just do more every single workout, every single set without ever taking a back off. Now, here's one thing that a lot of you need to add into your training, which I guarantee you don't right now. I didn't when I was younger, but now I do at the ripe old age of 33. Add in some deload days. You have to be intuitive. A lot of us are like, man, I'm really tired, but my deload week isn't for 3 weeks. You have to start learning the difference between soreness in your body, fatigue in your body, and when you feel actually too beat up to train. If you get to those days where you feel like you're too beat up to train, you've been training really hard, you didn't get good sleep last night, you've been training really hard for a couple weeks, you might need a deload day. So this is not to plug my programs, but one thing that I believe I do really well in the vertical jump secret system in my indestructible knees program is that I have levels to every single exercise. There's regressions and there's progressions to every single exercise. And I say, if there's any given day where you've been pushing really hard week after week after week, and you just feel like on any random Wednesday, you just need a deload day, then take a deload day. And what we do on those sessions is we do the lowest levels of every exercise. We still make it to the gym. We're not bitching out. We're not being inconsistent with our workouts. We're still keeping that consistency. We're still keeping the discipline, but you do a little bit less because your body needs a little bit less. So we do the lowest levels of each exercise. So we're doing the same exercises as normal, just at less intensity. It's a deload day. Same thing as a deload week. On our deload weeks, we normally do 70% of our normal training. 50 to 70% of our normal training. So if you do 100 pounds on the back squat, for lack of a better example, I'm really bad at math. So I was going to say 200, but then I realized how bad I am at math and I don't know 70% of 200 because that's actually how bad I am. I could do it if I sat here and thought. But 100 pounds on the back squat, now you're doing 70 pounds on the back squat. Might be a bad example, but you get it. But deload weeks, if it's not for a while, you might need a deload day. Anyways, here I go yapping. I love to yap. I don't know why I talk about the same thing and I go in circles. You guys get it. So to answer Eddie's question, at 47 years young, you might want to stay 537 times 10 until that feels easy. And then progressive overload. For the rest of you, you probably want to progressive overload every single workout, every single set, every single rep. You got to be jumping higher than last time. Got to be running faster than last time. Got to be doing a little bit more load than last time. Got to be doing one more rep than last time. Got to be going more intense than last time. Harder exercise than last time. But you got to take deload days when your body feels beat up. That's it for this video. Like this video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel. We post every single day at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And stop playing with your gains. Get my programs. We have the Vertical Jump Secret System, Beyond the Rim 1, 2, and 3. We got Beyond the Rim Project Plyo, Beyond the Rim Strong and Bouncy. We got Indestructible Knees. We got Upper Body Athlete programs. We got all the programs you need to take your athleticism to the next level. But I'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.